Jai Jai Shankara Hara Shankara. As you know, there are 4 Navaratris in a year, in a calendar year. January, February, it starts with Shamla Navaratri, followed by Vasanta Navaratri, which is in the month of March or April, followed by Varahi Navaratri in the month of June or July, and for then comes the Sharada Navaratri, which is either in the month of October or November. Right now, it is Varahi Navaratri. You might be wondering what is the significance of Varahi Navaratri. Okay, see, there are many times people who are doing business. There's a lot of issues that happens with their payment. And remember, as an entrepreneur, one of the greatest challenges for an entrepreneur is rotating the finance. Because today, earlier, payments used to come on time and so on. But today, due to various other reasons, at times the payment comes in 30, 45, 60, 90 days, or even 120 days, which almost um, takes away all the profit because the interest you pay vis-a-vis the payment you get. By the time you get your payment, the entire profits gets swindled by the interest that you pay to others. Likewise, there are many challenges which any entrepreneur goes through, either in the form of getting working capital or the form of delayed payments, like that. Or there must be plenty of obstacles. There will be plenty of obstacles in an entrepreneur's life. Okay, so what is the solution for this? Worshipping Mother Varahi during Varahi Navaratri will definitely help you in overcoming these problems. Then, see, today there are a lot of people who do not like another person's growth. Okay, only the other person knows the kind of suffering he she goes through in reaching a particular goal or in accomplishing a particular goal. No success comes easily and effortlessly or without any effort or without hard work. But there are people who only become envious of the result. When the person achieves the result, they envy him, which is not fair. So what happens at that time? Oh God, look at him. He is flourishing. He has a flourishing business. He has a flourishing life. There is no problem in his life. They form all sorts of judgments, but only the individual knows the amount of suffering, the amount of pain he or she is going through. Now, what I call it as evil eye, okay? Because there is a saying. Uh, I do not know how to put that in English, but okay, let me tell that in Tamil. Um, கல்லடி பட்டாலும் கண்ணடி படக்கூடாது. Okay, because it has become very common nowadays. There people are envying of another person's growth and development. So uh, there are certain situations I'm just trying to share with you. Um, in business, there are plenty of hurdles, and there are plenty of growth-related problems in business. So what should you do to overcome that? Worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution. There are many situations where there are plenty of problems in a person's family life. Either the husband is a problem, or the wife is a problem, or the children are the problem. Husband facing east, wife facing north. There is absolute and children are in another direction. I've seen families where the people are together, but they are not together. Okay, they are physically not present. Mentally also they are not present, but they are in the same room. Each and every person in their own world, typing on the mobile phone or doing some or the other things. There is absolutely no unity in the family. Okay, so worshipping Mother Varahi during Varahi Navaratri is the ideal solution to overcome all these problems. There are people who are childless. to get them to get a child. Praying to Mother Varahi during the Varahi Navaratri will bless the couples with a very good child. There are situations where people do not get into a wedlock, and there are plenty of obstacles getting into a wedlock. Worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution. You might be asking, who is Mother Varahi? She is a, um, I would say, shadow of Mother Agilandeshwari. Okay, um, there are plenty of situations where anything you share. I mean, typically, if I need to explain this point, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. If the mother-in-law doesn't like the daughter-in-law, even if the daughter-in-law does something very good, she is not being liked. She is not being accepted. She is not being wanted. She is not being loved. She is not being pampered in the mother-in-law's house. So there are plenty of enmity that happens between the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law. Worshipping Mother Varahi will take care of all that. There are plenty of situations where an individual is not liked by his own relatives, by his own friends, by his own family. Worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution for all this. Because um, there's a saying, as the saying goes, Agada Marumaga, Ninnalam Kuttum, Ukandalam Kuttum, Narandalam Kuttum, Parthalam Kuttum. A daughter in law who is not being liked, even if she stands, her posture is also being mistaken. If she sits, that posture also is being mistaken. If she stands, sits, sleeps, walks, everything is a mistake. And if she doesn't get the support of her husband, where it will lead to the red building. And then I need not tell. You can fill in the blanks. So, likewise, in order to bring a synchronicity and unity within the family, worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution. Then I do not want to miss out any point. So I'm just, there are plenty of situations where there is lack of clarity in a person's life. This has happened to me when I was, not clear about which path I should choose, whether I should remain in the corporate life, should I be an entrepreneur, and so on. I have made it very clear that I was not inclined towards spirituality. It was as per the orders of the divine. I took up spirituality, and I'm very glad I took that particular decision. Okay, so if you are lacking clarity on what career you should choose, what direction you have to proceed, or you are directionless completely, what you have to do to get over certain things, Mother Varahi, worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution, because she will provide you with a lot of clarity. From lack of clarity to clarity, that's a journey by itself. Okay, so if you are suffering from lack of clarity, and if you are directionless, do get in touch with us. We will guide you on what you need to do to reach your ultimate goal. Then there are plenty of situations where there is no peace in the family. Okay, so or happiness in a person's life. Again, why there is no peace? There are too many tensions, too many stress. You would have planned for certain things. You want to go abroad for your education. You want to pursue your goals, but for some or the other things, there is a lot of hurdles. There is a lot of darkness. You are surrounded with darkness. You are surrounded with a lot of negativity. Mother Varahi is the solution, because she moves you from darkness towards light. She releases the darkness. She relieves the worshipper. She relieves the worshipper from the darkness and guides you towards prosperity. Then, yeah, there are various doshas, Kalatra dosha, uh, then Putra dosha, Putra shoga. Okay, then there are various other doshas like Mangalya dosha, um, problems in marriage, then Putra dosha, Putra bhagya. Okay, um, these are doshas which are dangerous. That is, Putra dosha is something which is very very dangerous. So, if you are having any such things, worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution for you. And now it is Navaratri time, so it is a boon for you. Then there are certain people who are always affected with some or the other illness. Again, worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution. There are certain times where you would have invested in real estate, but it is not giving you the desired results. Worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution because she gives you that Bhumi Labha, okay? That is profits from land investments. If you are into real estate, if you are a realtor, then again, worshipping Mother Varahi would give you all the desired profits from the Bhumi, okay? Then, um, another important thing, there are people who are having plenty of court cases. People don't know what to do. If you're in a hopeless situation, worshipping Mother Varahi would get you the desired outcome from your court cases. Because what happens, uh, only one party can win. The aggrieved party, see, you do not know because today there are, people use certain powers for constructive purposes. There are people who use it for destructive purposes. Why they are using it for destructive purpose, I don't have an answer because you do not know the intent of another person. I mean, I suffered. I do not want another person to suffer. Is one way of looking at it. I suffered. You should also suffer. Is another way of looking at it. I don't get it. At least I'll make sure that you do not get it. There are people, so you do not know what. Likewise, there are many such things, intentions with which people look up to. So you do not know what is there in another person's mind. So all you have to do is worship Mother because you do not have a control over external events, but you have a complete control over your actions. Let the other person do whatever he or she needs to do. You just stay focused on what you have to do. That's all. Worship her. She will take care. Amma, I surrender at your feet. Kindly help me on the path of Dharma and Dharmic values. This is more than sufficient for you to get over certain things. Okay? Then, ah, um, there are certain people who are having plenty of debts. In fact, few people's lives goes on debts. They borrow one loan. In order to pay that loan, they take another loan, and then another, then another, then another. Likewise, there are plenty of people whose life runs only on loans. So, in order to overcome debt, Mother Varahi is the solution. Okay, what day you should worship her, what time you should worship her, please understand. There are certain processes which our ancestors have set. After sunrise, you can worship her till 11 in the morning. This is my view. Okay. Then after 4:30 in the evening till about 7:38 you can. These are sattvic ways of worshipping Mother. There are people who say you worship her in the night and so on. I'm sorry, I don't have any say or any comments on that. Any given day, worshipping any god or goddess in a sattvic way will give you better results than worshipping them in a different way, which I call it as a tantric way. Never follow the tantric part. Because for remember this, for every action there is opposite reaction. As long as you are able to handle that opposite reaction, you can do anything you want to. Okay. Um, then I told you about business development, business improvements, and so on. Health related problems is again another thing I addressed. Then let me. There are people who are affected with depression, schizophrenia or schizophrenia, whatever term you want to call it as, bipolar or various other psychological disorders. Worshipping Mother Varahi is the solution. She, as I said, she will move you from negativity, from darkness towards complete clarity. There are people who have been affected with negativity, um, black magic, and other forms of negativity. Okay, worshipping Mother Varahi is a solution for your these kind of problems. There are situations where you want to you desire certain outcome, okay, and you work hard towards it. Worshipping Mother Varahi will help you in accomplishing your goals. Okay, so this is another thing which I would like to share with you. So, likewise, there are plenty of things you can do in worshipping Mother Varahi. You might be asking what fruits I can offer as Naivedya. Pomegranate is a wonderful fruit. You can offer it as Naivedya for Mother Varahi. She likes emerald as a stone, and also Gomedakam, um, or what is Gomed? Ruby, if I'm right. It is also called as ruby. Red color dress, that is again something which she likes. Red flowers like rose. Um, uh, what is arali called in English? There is a particular flower called arali. Okay, you can use red color arali. Um, if you want to know more about it, you just comment on the comment section. I'll just go, or you can Google Shivarli. It is called as Shivarli in Tamil, um, Kanaglu in Kannada. Okay, so you can check for these names in Google. Let Google help you because I'm not good at the names of flowers in English. Let me be very honest. I have to concede it. So let me be very honest to you. Okay, then yeah, there are certain situations where the person has taken an oath of poverty. Okay, by worshipping Mother Varahi. Okay, the person is out of the poverty, which means she blesses her disciples. She blesses the worshipper with infinite abundance of wealth and prosperity. And there are anybody would want to stay very young and beautiful. Worshipping Mother Varahi will make you feel very young and make you feel very beautiful. Overall, if you want to grow in your life, there are many situations where a person's life becomes still. See, that is for various reasons. You know, people over a period of time they stagnate their learning. They don't learn. Today, one of the reasons why many people get thrown out of the jobs is also because of this particular reason. They don't learn. They don't learn newer skills. Okay, there is a famous this thing in Tamil. ஓதாமல் ஒரு நாளும் இருக்க வேண்டாம், which means you should never stop from learning. Okay, every day there has to be something you have to learn. I make it a practice that at least I spend a couple of hours or a couple of minutes at least to read something new. Inculcate this as a practice. If you are not in a position to buy some books, do some subject related reading. There are tons of information available in YouTube. Just go through that. Learn something new. It may not be relevant to your line of work, but you can develop some expertise in something which you are passionate about. For Laukika, you are working. That's fine, absolutely understandable. But there are certain things you are very passionate about. Like, for example, for me, I'm extremely passionate about cricket. Though I don't, that's not my cup of tea. I'm just giving an example. I'm very passionate about cricket, so I want to learn about the game, how a batsman hits a specific ball, what is another way of playing that particular shot, something like that. I'm very passionate about listening to music. I listen to the minutest aspect in the music. So likewise, you develop some passions or you develop some hobbies. Okay, then. Um, what all things you can offer as Naivedya? Any um, vegetable that grows under the soil, like polam kirangu, karnai kirangu, those kind of, you can check for the name in English. Okay, you can Google it and check for the name in English. You can offer that as Naivedya for mother. Another important thing which I would like to share. See, today there are plenty of builders who construct a layout, who develop a layout, who construct a flat, uh, claiming that it is Vastu complaint, but it may not be Vastu complaint. There are people who suggest Feng Shui for overcoming the defects of Vastu. I'll give you a simplest solution for this Vastu related problems. Have a photo of Mother Varahi. Do a prana pradisthapana for that particular photo. Okay, invoke prana devata in that photo so that you can give life to that particular photo. And I have already shared the Mula mantra of Mother Varahi in my channel. Listen to it. This kunkuma is called Tarambu kunkuma. It's a very special kunkuma which the fragrance is very good. Okay, um, take that kunkuma, buy that kunkuma in the shop. See, there are plenty of shopkeepers who misguide people for other kunkum, saying this is Tarambu kunkuma. No, buy only Tarambu kunkuma. Chant Varahi mantra, Mula mantra. Just keep putting little bit of kunkuma on a betel leaf or banana leaf, which is very um, which is considered very pure. Okay, Shuddha. Okay, just keep pouring it and apply it in the Brumadi. This will take care of all the Vastu related problems in your house is taken care of when you worship Mother Varahi in a proper way. Then um, there are plenty of situations where an individual is put through plenty of humiliations, embarrassments, shame, etc., which affects the self-esteem of the person. Okay, worshipping Mother Varahi will ensure that all the shame, humiliations, embarrassments are all nullified. Okay, this is a very important thing you have to observe and work on. Delay in marriage, that is taken care of when you worship Mother Varahi. People would have lost money in stock market. People would have lost their loved ones. People are worried, tensed, anxious about so many things that happens in an individual's life by worshipping Mother Varahi. These kind of things are certainly taken care of. See, I'm just referring to various things, and I'm just sharing my knowledge and wisdom with you all. So don't get distracted by what I'm seeing, and because there are multiple reference which I have to look at various things in the as prescribed in the shastras. Because any information I share, I make sure I do my research properly. Okay, so I whatever I'm saying is all information which is as per the shastras. Okay, because when I give an information, nobody should challenge it. Um, there are various doshas which governs a person. By worshipping her, all the doshas are nullified. Sagalarishta dosham, it is nullified. That is the beauty of you worshipping mother. As I said, delay in getting a child, that is also nullified when you worship Mother Varahi. So, in Guru's blessings, as well as in Mother Varahi's blessings, Wishing you all a great life. Guru Kataksham, Ambal Anugraham, Paripurnam. Jai Jai Shankara